back in '88, and we bought our first house in 6 months. So that was pretty good. I was 21 years old, bought my first house in 6 months. Not too shabby for an old guy, right? So we were happy-go-lucky. So a year goes by, and she's, you know how some ladies and wives, they get that little eye, that little gleam. Honey, it's time for a baby. And anybody heard that before in your life? Yeah, I want a baby. I said, okay, that's cool. So I got two of my kids here, so we'll keep it G-rated, right? Is that good? We'll keep it G-rated. So after a year, we decided to start to try to have kids. So, you know, we're thinking, you know, science should take care of itself. So a month goes by, and 3 months go by, and 5 months go by, and a year goes by, and 2 years go by, and 3 years go by, and no babies. Now, 4 years go by, 5 years go by, no babies. Lots of tears. We go to a mall, we see little babies in strollers, and we go to restaurants, and we leave crying because we want a baby. We don't understand why we can't have a child. Anybody know anybody who has tried to have children who couldn't? It's depressing, with a capital D in the front. Depressing, right? So we're trying to have kids, can't do it. So so we have people in our church having babies. I'm getting mad at some of the people in the church because they got pregnant. I mean, no joke. I would act like somebody called me up and I said, John, why do you have an attitude toward this person? Well, she's pregnant. And adopted a boy and a girl. Well, when we went to adopt the little girl, we went to the orphanage, of course, and we're meeting her and getting to sign the paperwork. And over in that part of the world, they love stamps. So you hear the stamping paperwork. They just love stamping paperwork. Everything needs a stamp, times 3, times 10. So it just drives us crazy. So we're getting our daughter ready to go. You're not allowed to, in that culture, the kids in the orphanages are not allowed to take anything with them. So they leave clothes, underwear, you know, no toys, nothing leaves that orphanage. So we had to, or my wife had to strip our daughter down to skin and dress her with our clothes. So we got her dressed and we're ready to leave. So all the kids that were there were saying bye to her in Russian, of course, because I'm very fluent Russian. 10 words maybe, like sit down, toilet, you know, shut up, be quiet, go to sleep, something like that. Nothing real deep. So the kids are engulfing around her, and then the kids saw me. And then they came over around me, I'd say probably a dozen of them, and started hanging on my coat yelling, Pop, Pop, Pop.
Yeah.
I warned you, I'm a crybaby, right? So it was getting to me big time. So I'm thinking, Tammy, we got to do something about this. I mean, there's 600,000 kids, I think, just in that part of the world who need moms and dads. No, this is not an adoption seminar, okay, just so you know. I'm not signing anybody up to adopt anybody. Just sharing my story. So we then get in the van and go over to another orphanage to meet our son. His name's Ivan, now Matthew. So when we get there, we walk in, and it wasn't in the pictures or the video or nothing, but he had bleeding cheeks, bleeding sores on his cheeks, bleeding sores in his arm, I don't know what these are called, in his arm area here and the backs of his legs. He has eczema, and they gave him some sort of solution that didn't work. So I walk in there, I'm like, whoa, Shazam, what's wrong with this kid, right? And by the way, if you want to see video of all this, pop me an email, because I got it all on video. JohnCarver@wildblue.net. I'll give you more of that at the end. So we meet the boy, and we take him back to the hotel, and that's where the adventure began. Back of the store, where the kids' clothes are and kids' shoes are, you know, in most Walmarts, they're toward the back. Well, in the front of the store is what? Where you pay for it, right? So you don't steal it. Well, I'll get to that. Hold that thought. So I'm walking from the back of the store to the front of the store, and my cell phone rings. Now, this is about 9 or 10 months after we adopted our third child, or a girl. It's Ron Stoddard, the attorney from Night Lake Christian Adoptions, right? He says, hey, John, how you doing? I said, great, Ron, how you doing? He goes, well, I heard that you're going back overseas to take some stuff over to some orphanages, but we have this little boy that his eyes are crossed. We're having a hard time placing him. just, wondered if you'd be interested in adopting. I said, stop. We already have 3 kids, Ron. I said, we're busted, we're broke. It's not free to do this, right? I said, okay, look, you got me on the phone. Now, pay picture of this. I'm going from the back of the store, kids department now, not hardware, which is on the other end, but kids department. The front of the store is the cash register. What's between the cash register on the right-hand side of the store and the kids section? What's right in the middle of that? Intimate apparel. This is where the phone call happened. Here's why I'm saying this. I says, Ron, how old is he? He checked. He says his birthday's May 4th, 1999. Pay attention to where I'm standing now. Bras, pantyhose, nighties, right? So I'm going, whoa, like this, right? He goes, what is wrong with you? I was getting chills up and down my back, up and down my arm. He goes, what is your problem? So I noticed people around me started looking at me because I'm looking at underwear and bras going, whoa. Something's wrong with John Boy, right? I said, Ron, check the birthday again. May 4th, 1999. Ron, that's our 3rd child's birthday. We just adopted 9 months earlier. May 4th, 1999. That's the little boy right there that we eventually adopted. His name is Timothy. And we go and meet this little angel named Marina. Everybody loved her. The orphanage directors and the employees there were crying because we were taking her and adopting her. And everything was great until we were sitting in the orphanage director's office. And they said, well, you heard that she has a biological sister in another orphanage, didn't you? No. Imagination ever gone out of control? Stuff that you were worrying about and frazzling yourself about. Is that a word? Frazzling? It is now. You're getting so upset about stuff that stuff would never happen anyway. Your just imagination goes nuts. Juliana, it's happened to you, right? Your imagination goes crazy. She has this habit of getting upset about something, and then you say what? You get
worried about nothing.
She gets worried about nothing. Just worried about nothing. Now this kid's going through some stuff. So Julie, you want to sign that too? Yeah.
Can we give this to you or?